Join us as we challenge ourselves to find and explore Paris's most magical hidden gems in just one day. Paris, the city of light, is known for its stunning beauty and rich history. But beyond the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre, there's a whole world of magic waiting to be discovered. In this video, we're going on a journey to uncover the most enchanting, lesser-known destinations in this romantic city. From hidden gardens to mystical museums, we're diving into the unexplored corners of Paris that will make your heart skip a beat. When we think of Paris, we often think of the famous landmarks, the iconic cafes, and the bustling streets of Montmartre. But for those of us who've been to Paris before, we know that there's more to this city than meets the eye. The challenge is finding those unique, off-the-beaten-path spots that few tourists know about. It's easy to get caught up in the tourist traps. But where's the fun in that? We want to experience the real Paris, the one that only the locals know and love. For many travelers, Paris can feel overwhelming, with so many famous attractions competing for our attention. It's hard to know where to start, and often we find ourselves stuck in a sea of selfie-taking tourists. But what if I told you that there's a whole world of magic hidden in plain sight? From secret gardens to quirky museums, Paris is full of surprises, and we're about to uncover them. As we explore this city, we'll take you to places that will transport you to another era, where the air is sweet with the scent of history and mystery. We'll delve into the stories behind each destination, and I'll share some of my own personal anecdotes about why these places hold such a special place in my heart. One of the most enchanting destinations we'll visit is the Musée de la Vie Romantique. Tucked away in a quiet corner of the 9th arrondissement, this tiny museum is a treasure trove of art and history. The museum is dedicated to the art and literature of the Romantic era, and its courtyard garden is a haven of tranquility in the midst of the bustling city. As I wandered through the museum's rooms, I felt as though I'd stepped into a 19th century novel. It's places like these that remind us why Paris is the city of love. Next, we'll explore the Square René Legal, a hidden garden in the heart of the Marais neighborhood. This charming square is a favorite among locals, who come here to escape the hustle and bustle of city life. The garden is surrounded by beautiful old buildings, and its tranquil atmosphere is the perfect antidote to a busy day of sightseeing. As I sat on a bench, watching the sun set behind the trees, I felt a deep sense of contentment wash over me. This is the Paris that I love. Another must-visit destination is the Musée des Égouts de Paris, a quirky museum dedicated to the city's sewer system. I know what you're thinking. Sewage isn't exactly romantic, but trust me, this museum is a hidden gem. The museum takes you on a journey through the underground tunnels of Paris, revealing the hidden infrastructure that has kept the city running for centuries. As I made my way through the dark tunnels, I felt like a kid again, exploring a secret world that few people get to experience. One of the most magical destinations we'll visit is the Luxembourg Gardens, a beautiful green oasis in the heart of the Latin Quarter. These gardens are a favorite among locals and tourists alike, and for good reason. The gardens are stunning, with beautiful fountains, statues, and walking paths that wind their way through the trees. But what makes the Luxembourg Gardens truly special is the sense of magic that pervades the air. As I sat on a bench, watching the sunset over the gardens, I felt as though I'd stumbled into a fairy tale. The Luxembourg Gardens hold a special place in my heart because they remind me of my own romantic escapades in Paris. I remember strolling through the gardens with my husband, hand in hand, feeling as though we were the only two people in the world. It's places like these that make Paris feel like the most romantic city on earth. As I walked through the gardens, I felt a sense of nostalgia wash over me, and I knew that I had to share this experience with all of you. In conclusion, Paris is a city that is full of magic, if you know where to look. From secret gardens to quirky museums, there's a whole world of wonder waiting to be discovered. By venturing off the beaten path, we can experience the real Paris, the one that only the locals know and love. Thanks for joining me on this journey through Paris's most magical destinations. If you have a favorite hidden gem in Paris, be sure to share it with us in the comments below. And if you're looking for more travel tips and tricks, be sure to check out my next video on exploring Paris like a local.